Morning, class 8th. In our previous discussions, we have discussed about crop production and management, different kind of the agricultural implements. We have discussed about different practices also. The basic means if we are growing any crop, we need to start with the preparation of the soil. Then we actually add manures and fertilizers. Then we put in the seeds, that is sowing of the seeds. Then we actually irrigate the crops, that is we water the crops timely. Then comes our means the once the your when once the crop is started it starts growing. Then comes another problem, and that problem is the weed. Okay, what are weeds? Basically these are the plants which grow with the main crops. Okay, if you are growing like wheat is grown here, then some grasses or some of the other plants grow with the main crop. These actually are known as weeds. Okay, these are the unwanted ones, and these need to be removed. Why? Because when you see that there is one land of the area, this is the land we have, and already some crops are growing here, then already minerals and water is being used up here. If some other more plants will grow, then what will happen? The soil will become deficient in the minerals, and the plants will not get proper kind of the minerals, and in this manner the growth of the plant will be retarded. Okay, that is the reason we need to remove the weeds from the field. So we can do it by two methods. Again, some traditional and some modern. In traditional method, we can use plow, we can use hoe, we can use khurpi to remove the weeds by from the field. One method is that. Okay, another method can be use of the chemicals. These chemicals are known as weedicides. Weedicides basically what they do, if we are spreading, you can see here that this person, this farmer is actually sprinkling the weedicide to the field. In that manner what happens, some if there is any growth of excessive plants, these weeds will be destroyed. Okay, so these weedicides actually destroy the weeds. Example of such is 2,4-D. One more thing is there, you can one natural thing is there, like neem leaves. Neem leaves, its water means it is boiled, and this water can be used to kill the weeds. Okay, so this is how weeds can actually destroy your crop. So this is there is a need to spray the weedicide, or you can remove by the hand also. So these are the methods by which weeds can be removed. There is now comes the when the means weeds are removed, then your crops will start growing in a better manner. Then comes one period there when the that your crop will be matured completely. Okay, so this comes the next step, that is known as harvesting. Okay, in harvesting what we do, whatever the crop we have grown, if it becomes mature, if like you are growing the grains, like you have put some wheat in the field and the wheat becomes mature, it becomes wheat becomes brownish or yellowish or in color, then that is known as these grains are matured. Then the then the crops are cut from the field. So this cutting of the crop from the main field is known as harvesting. Okay, in harvesting, this can, like traditional method is by using the sickle. You can see this, you might have seen this in the hand of the farmers. They use it for cutting the crops from the field by themselves. Okay, another way is by using a machine which is known as harvester. I'll show you up where is the harvester. You see here. Okay, here it is. Harvester is there. This is a machine which is known as combine. In this combine, both the things are present. Basically, when the crops are cut from the field, there is a need to means their seeds. Wait. Their their grains are separated from their seeds. Okay, means you cut the plant first of all, then seeds are means the seeds are removed from the grains. This process is actually known as threshing. Okay, so first of all that thing is done, and then the chaff, that is the outermost covering of the seed, is also removed. That is known as threshing. So this can be done by using a combine. Combine is a machine which does both the things. It will you can see it has such kind of structure. By this blade, that crop can be cut, and it has this thresher also. It will remove the seeds from the chaff also. So both the things can be done. Okay, then comes the winnowing. Winnowing is there, in which the lighter, means the chaff particles, are completely removed from the grains. Okay, complete outermost covering is removed, and this you have studied in class 6 also. Winnowing, it is done by the machine. In class 6 you have studied one method in which that handmade winnower is used to separate the grains from the chaff. Okay, so this is the method in which we are following, which we are going to cut the crops. We are removing the stem parts, we are removing the outermost covering of the seeds, and we are removing chaff also. Then this grain or whatever you have grown in the field, it becomes available for you. Now comes the last process, that is known as storage of the grains. Okay, storage of the crops. Basically, you cannot leave any of the crops in the field. Reason being, there can be a dust storm, there can be storm, there can be rains that can destroy your crops. So crops cannot be left like that in the field. Actually, these are to be stored in a proper place. These should be kept in a proper place, otherwise your crop will be destroyed. So for that reason, the crops are put in a proper place. It will protect it from the climatic conditions also, from birds, from rats, from snakes, and from insects. Okay, so this is how the storage is done. Let me show you that. Okay, see this. These are the silos which are present. These are the large sized granaries which are present in the areas nearby to the crop field. In these granaries, basically, the huge amount of grains are stored. Okay, and before storing these things, basically, these are packed in the gunny bags. These are made up of jute bags. Okay, these bags are used to fill the grains or whatever is you have grown as a crop, and then these are either these are kept in the storage area, or these are put in the granaries or the silos. Okay, if there are basically there are two kinds of the storage houses. One is cold storage and one is normal storage. Okay, cold storage is basically used to put vegetables and fruits. Okay, because fruits need moisture and they need less temperature. That is why these are kept in the cold storage, and other kind of crops are kept in the storage areas. These are the huge areas in which some crops are kept after harvesting. Okay, now it is our last topic, that is food from animals. Till now we have discussed only that we are getting all the food from the crops, basically that is plant, but we get a lot many food items from the animals also, like egg is there, like milk is there, okay, meat is there, that is also edible items. So these items which we are getting from the animals, these we cannot get like from any of the animal. For that also, basically the animals are reared, okay. These animals are provided with they are provided with a shelter house, they are provided with the water, they get food, they get water. So this practice in which any animal is kept in a place, it is given food and all the things it requires, then when it matures it gives egg or it gives milk. This kind of practice is known as animal husbandry. Until now we have only discussed about the agriculture. Agriculture is basically growing the crops, and animal husbandry is basically rearing or growing the animals, okay. So depending upon what thing we are growing, it means its culture is different. Like pisciculture means the rearing of fishes. Bee culture, that is growing the honey bees, is known as apiculture. So these are some of the animal husbandry practices which are followed. So now your chapter is completed. Now from today onwards, means from today onwards I'll give you some of the exercises or some of the questions based on today, this chapter number 1. Then we will discuss chapter number 2 in next week or the next to next week, okay. So if you have any query, you can ask in the class. Thank you.